Let's be honest, the stats for women in the workplace are kind of gloomy. Only 6 countries in the world are set to give females equal work rights. In India, about 20% of the females older than 15 are said to have participated in the labor force compared to 70% of males as of 2021. These are just some stats that shine a light on state of women in the workplace. Multiple studies show a more gender balanced world could benefit everyone. There is one study by HBR that outlines the gender inequality in the workplaces may stem from bias, not differences in behavior between males and females. There may be superficial reasons why females may advance much slower in the workplace, like whether they are agreeable, likable, whether they are parents, and maybe even their age. An IMF study shows that females bring new skills at workplace, increase economic benefits, and could boost wages for everyone. Another study highlights that enterprises with above average diversity teams consistently have higher revenue and better innovation than below average diversity levels. It could also boost innovation and deliver tangible business benefits like more cash flow for employees and better operating margins. In this massive wave of digitalization, we have found ourselves in this post-pandemic world. Could tech be the answer to this problem? Could tech be the game change for giving aspiring women leaders the breakthrough they deserve to propel them new opportunities? The recruitment process in one way that tech can create gender parity. It could become more automated and include outputs and inputs that disregard gender. This could be algorithms that completely ignore factors like gender or even something like prior titles, which more males may hold than females, and focus on experience, capabilities, and potential to succeed in the future. If a candidate's skills are assessed and not just their qualifications or experience, there is a much bigger, better, and more streamlined group to look at for picking who's the best fit for a company, especially if their potential and capabilities were not apparent at face value. This could also mean that if there are many problematic patterns, they could be spotted and dealt with so that candidates all have an equal footing. But tech may not be able to completely select hiring. Companies may not be all that comfortable with AI picking candidates and never meeting with them until they are at work. There would be human element as well that could complement the tech side. Tech would just push the right candidates in the same meteoric direction. Tech could also help women get promoted, get more provided deserving they are. Women may get overlooked for promotions and leadership positions at high levels. This may happen due to unconscious bias. Tech can provide highly perceptive leadership stimulations. These could include online tools measuring virtual leader assessment, current and future performance, and assessments that are stimulation based. It's possible that tech could eliminate that bias and push for employees who have motivation, persistence, and other leadership skills to lead. And if there is upskilling at the workplace, prospective leaders from disadvantaged and diverse backgrounds could make sure that females are noticed for what they can bring to the table and make shortlist. Remote learning management systems can have training modules and apps for upskilling women. There is also worry that automation could displace women disproportionately and make it difficult to grab new positions and opportunities. For those women juggling family and work, there not enough time to upskill and reskill. Traveling time could be an issue. Imagine a woman wearing a VR headset to present a digital crowd. That would work, granted this whole metaverse thing pans out. This is when tech can give some flexibility by working from home and using online platforms. Even compensations could help be determined by tech. AI analytics could outline insights on a company's compensation and benefit patterns and reveal pay gaps and how to deal with them. Calibration tools can provide bias alerts and find out if there are any employees or workers not being promoted despite stellar workforces. Tech like big data, machine learning, and AI have been used to drive revenue, but they have the potential to create equality and diversity in the workplace as well. Granted, tech does not have its issue. Some may compare tech to a curious little kid. It's constantly learning, adapting, mimicking what it sees. Sometimes the result may get skewed. So, could there be bias even in the tech code? Funnily enough, maybe that's why there needs to be tech to pick up out the people for making the tech needed to pick out the best people. To wipe the bias out of tech, maybe there needs to be a diverse yet complicated set of engineers to build that AI or tech. It's their systematic bias baked into the recruitment process. There has to be a cautious effort to kill that bias in the algorithm of digital tools for hiring. Data driven AI can be taught to disregard traditional prejudice and help determine who to hire, who to promote, and how to report them. This way, bias is eliminated at every decision making step. Tech can provide scalable solutions for fairly influence our process and change behavior for the better. But there has to be continuous change and supervision to ensure that these systems generate bias free outcomes. The right controls have to be there to make sure that tech driven decisions are fair, impartial, and accurate. Fostering a culture where everyone is primed to succeed and then picking the best one for the leadership roles may just build stronger teams. To tap into the full potential of aspiring women leaders, tech can provide creative solutions and create parity in the workspace and equip people to be the change they wish to see. This would make the culture of the organization its competitive advantage by leveraging tech. This blend of innovation, tech tools, and human centric approach can give us the women leaders of the future. What do you think? What do you think the impact of tech can be on gender parity?